I guess the name that's gotten a lot of attention as maybe a surprise candidate to make the roster is Higgins. I mean, what have you? How has he kind of impressed you over this last period?
Yeah, I think Jay just goes about his business every single day. He gets better every single day. He gets corrections after one time. He can take it from the meeting room to the field pretty abruptly. He did it in college at a really high level. He was very productive in college, in games. And I think that that's what he's showcasing, right? When he plays in these games, he showcases what he's best at, and that's playing football. And kudos to him. He's put the work in since the day he's gotten here, and he's worked extremely hard to understand the defense, where he needs to be, when he needs to be there. Really proud of him and his progress over these last couple weeks.
Since you've gotten here, what has it been like just being part of this defense, working with Zach?
Well, yeah, extremely grateful. Just Mr. Bisciotti, Coach Harbaugh, Eric DeCosta, to be a part of this organization. It's been phenomenal. And then Zach Orr, right? Like having somebody in the coordinator position that's been in the shoes that I'm in now, I think is invaluable in terms of like, hey, this is my first time in the NFL. Number one, but he's also been a linebacker coach. So working with rotations, how practice goes, things of that nature, the expectations, and having him to lean on throughout this whole process has been unbelievable. And then the whole organization, the linebacker unit, just having Roquan as a sounding board, it's just been phenomenal. It's been a great experience.
In what ways has Roquan been the sounding board for you?
He's just been here, He understands this place. He understands the defense in terms of like, hey, this is how I want to teach this. Does it make sense to you? This is how I understand it. This is how I want to teach it. And maybe it'll be a side meeting with him prior to meeting with everybody else, just so that the communication is clear and there's not like two languages within the room. There's a specific language we use in the Ravens defense, and that starts with Zach, and then it goes through me, and it filters through the players. And I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page as we get that going.
How much does your background as a college coordinator help you with being a position coach in the NFL? And are there aspects of the college game that like you can kind of bring to the NFL?
Yeah, well, I think as a position coach first, you understand that your job is to help the coordinator as much as you can. Make his job as easy as possible is kind of like what my thought always has been. As a GA doing that, as an assistant coach doing that, and now as an assistant here doing the same thing, hopefully for Zach. And then, there's some different things that we see in college that maybe haven't made its way to the NFL yet, but hey, maybe it's on its way. So hey, we just got to make sure we have rules for A, B, and C. We have rules for this over here, but these are the other things that could show up. And I think, Zach has been open to at least hearing the discussion and building some rules maybe for some outlier things that hadn't showed up yet.
We heard John say a minute ago that you came highly recommended. Just curious, anything you can share about kind of how this came together and what it's been like for you to get that first NFL job?
Well, yeah, it kind of happened out of the blue. I got a phone call. I was in Northern Virginia at a home visit, recruiting. I got a phone call. I did not anticipate it, not one bit. And and this is the closest I've ever been to home, to my wife's home, to family, and to be at this organization coaching this position. I hung up the phone, almost shed a tear, driving, had to pull over, called my wife, and she started crying. So it was just like one of those things. It's like, God works in mysterious ways, and that was one of the ways that it just kind of happened out of the blue, and very grateful for it.
Tyler, was it John who called you?
Yeah, yep.
Did you answer the phone right away?
Oh, I didn't know it was him, and I answered it because I usually just, as long as it doesn't say spam on it, I usually answer it. So I did answer it, and it was Coach Harbaugh, so that was pretty cool.
Had you considered a move to the NFL previous?
Well, it's been a dream of mine, quite honestly, and that I love coaching college football, but this has been a long dream of mine to work with the best in the world at what they do, coaches, players alike. And to get the opportunity, I felt like it was, all the stars kind of aligned with the place, the people, and just what this place really had to offer from a football standpoint.
Tyler, did you have a mutual friend or colleague that connected you and Coach Harbaugh?
Yeah, I mean, there was maybe some conversation, but nothing mutual. Dave Clausen is somebody that I worked for. I was a graduate assistant for him at Wake Forest. I know Coach Harbaugh and he had a pretty good relationship over the years. So that would probably be the closest one, along with Mike Elko, who also got to build a little bit of a relationship with Coach Harbaugh.
Tyler, when you looked at some of the breakdowns in the middle of the field last year and you talked to the guys, was there any kind of common denominator that stood out to you as just breaking down what actually led to some of those bad moments for the defense?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak on what happened a year ago. I know I have a job to do now that I'm here, and that is to make sure that we're on the same page every single time that we're out on the field together. And that may just be us together as linebackers. That may be us, working with DBs in coverage or in run fits. And our job is to do that and do that at the highest level, because that's the expectation and the standard here. So we're going to continue to work at that. And that's probably more of what I focused on rather than what has happened, rather than what we can control since I've gotten here.
What growth have you seen from Trenton Simpson from when you got here and until now?
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit like Jay in terms of shows up to work every single day, is a warrior, meaning hasn't missed a practice, hasn't missed a rep of practice since the day I've gotten here. Has continued to progress. The small things that we talk about in the meeting room, he shows up and he does it out on the field. And there was a little bit of a aha moment in the spring, and it was the smallest thing. It was like an adjustment in his stance. And he was like, "Oh, I feel it. That's a difference. That makes me feel a little bit different in my stance." And that's what we're working towards. Those small things that will make a difference, in the games, So I'm really proud of Trent and where he's come up to this point. Yeah, Teddy, I think he's very mature as a rookie. Obviously, I've never had a rookie class, but to me, he's mature, meaning he understands the game, he understands the expectations. He takes the playbook, he learns it. He's learning both positions right now, which is not an easy thing to do. And he takes coaching well, so he can do the same things. I've got a great group. Everyone in that room, they take coaching. We do it in the meeting room, we practice it, we walk through it, and they got it. And that's what Teddy, just like all those guys, he has that point to him, and it's really important to him. And anytime it's really important to you, you try really hard to be right, and that's what these guys do, including Teddy.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you so much.